Let's do it. All right, guys, let's head on over here to the mess where everything is and kind of do what we should have done a while ago, and that is fire up some rigs. In this case, our CPUs. So, actually, I don't even think I have them plugged in. Yeah, they're not plugged in. So I got to plug these in. But we're going to be turning on some CPU mining rigs. And I'm going to show you guys how to mine a coin that the profit is looking pretty good. That is known as Shaicoin or Shaicoin or whatever the heck it's called or however it's pronounced. But I'm going to show you how to mine the crap out of it. All right, so that's looking a bit better here. Let's jump over here now and hit some power buttons. So we got this power button right here. Power button here. Power button here. Power button over here. Another one over here. Where's it at? Uh-oh, I can't find it. There we go. One right there. So here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 7950Xs and 7950X3D CPUs rocking away. Now we got to jump on over to over here where the rest of the mining farm is hanging out. And oh boy, look at all those beauties that are ready to get a big fat smile on their face. All right, so server power supply, the button's here somewhere. Where are you at? I can't find it. There we go. Button right there. Powering up all those guys right there. So there are 5 3900Xs running off that 1200 watt server power supply. I do gotta reach in the back here and kind of turn on my inline fan. This is for, oh crap, I cranked it up. I don't want that. There we go. Turn it back down. I wasn't seeing the numbers here. 3, 4, 5. So about 5 should work for that. You can see the little dial right there. That is to cool down the VRAMs over on the dual Epic there. So now we got to turn on these 2 power supplies for the Epic. All right, so now it looks like all the fans are spinning. So it's nice to see all the CPUs are now turned back on. Let's mine some Shaicoin. All right, so while I wait for everything to boot up, let's kind of go over Shaicoin and what it is. So discover how the ShaHive algorithm inspired by Satoshi and honeybees makes mining fair and accessible for everyone. So ShaHive mining algorithm is designed to bring back the essence of decentralized mining that Satoshi envisioned. As a Bitcoin fork, Shaicoin leverages the ShaHive mining algorithm that reintroduces the original CPU mining code from Bitcoin Core version 0.12.0, modified and upgraded. Now, I do believe he revamped everything into Rust. So it's not just a simple fork. I do believe he rebuilt everything pretty much from scratch based on the code and upgrading it to, new type of code base here. But don't quote me on that 100%. It's just some things that I have heard. Again, maybe I'm mixing up with another coin, but I do believe that that is this one. So moving forward, our innovation algorithm adheres to the 1 CPU, 1 vote philosophy, allowing individuals with standard computing resources to participate effectively in the network, reducing reliance on specialized hardware by transforming the mining process into a lottery system using the verifiable delay function. VDF, smaller hash rate CPUs have a fair chance to solve the puzzle and create a block. So centralized mining pools and P2 pool here. This is actually kind of interesting here is Shaicoin can benefit from decentralized mining pools like P2 pool. If you're unfamiliar with P2 pool, this is pretty much how a lot of the Monero things are ran. So you run your own node and you kind of link them together with P2 pool. That way it adds more decentralization to a network because you are mining on your own individual nodes, but they're also linked as a whole infrastructure together as like a giant mining pool, if that kind of makes sense to you. And originally built for Bitcoin, P2 pool enables miners to pool resources while maintaining network decentralization, which is kind of what we just looked at here as its nodes all over the place being mined to. In addition, centralized mining pools for Shaicoin are coming soon. These pools will allow miners to pool resources in a more centralized manner while preserving network security. So what that means, centralized pool is pretty much the main pools we already use. We're using pools for Kaspa and everything else. Those are centralized pools as we point a lot of hash rate towards, a couple nodes there, not spread out as individual people like we see with P2 pool, spreading out nodes all over the place. So we're just using pool nodes. And there is one pool available for the public right now, and that's actually what I'll be pointing you guys towards rewards. It is the easiest and fastest to get up and running. I know a lot of you guys really care about getting up and running as fast as you can. That's what this video is all about here. So we will be pointing to a centralized mining pool. All right, guys, so before we do begin mining, we're obviously going to need a wallet to store our coins. And there is a Windows version right here. Now, when we get to the mining process, I'm only going to be showing you how to set this up in Hive, as there is now a wrapper available to make it nice, fast, and easy for you guys. It may work in WSL if you want to utilize Windows, but for now, here is the working wallet for Windows. But for mining, you're going to be using Linux with HiveOS. But coming into the Windows wallet, we can see here is the zip file you're going to need to download. I already have it done on a different node box, but I'm using a new node box just to show you all the steps here. So we're going to bring this up like so. Go into my downloads. Here is the version 1.0.3. I'm going to right click this. This is Windows 11, this node box. So it'll be a little different if you're in Windows 10 or not in terms of extraction, but I'm pretty sure you can figure that out. So we're going to extract all. Now it's going to ask where to put it. So I'm just going to come in my browse here, and I do want to put this in my documents or somewhere where I am going to remember it. So in documents, I'm just going to make a new folder here. So I'm going to go folder, and I'm just going to go Shy video, so I know exactly what that is. I'm just going to select that, select the folder, and then extract to it. So we're coming in, it's going to extract everything. Pretty simple there. Now, once we're in this folder, I also want to make a new folder now. So we're going to come in the new, and then we're going to make a folder. I'm going to name this one data. I do this for any type of core-based wallet. That way you don't have it hidden somewhere in your system where it stores all the files. All my backup files are within their own wallets, individual name. That way I can, when I back them up on a USB drive or something, because it's going to back up your wallet.dat and so on, you're not going to lose it or get it mixed up with things. So now we have our data folder here. So now we're simply just going to double click on the Qt wallet like so. Give it a second here. Yep, more info, run anyway. And now it's asking us, where do you want to save the data? Now, default, it's going to go into hidden folders and stuff that you have to go in and allow access and stuff like that. So we're going to use a custom one, and we're going to come in and actually choose what we just made. So in documents here, Shy video, and there's our data folder. That way we know where all our files are. Select that folder, and now we're going to hit OK. So this is going to begin the process of down. Make sure you allow it to your internet connection. But now it's going to start syncing the blockchain and download it. So you can hide this while it does that. Now to set up your wallet, create a new wallet here. So it's pretty simple. We're going to hit create new wallet here. Enter a wallet name. So I'm just going test video is this wallet name here. Create that. It's going to create test video. And there we go. Here is our receiving address. I'm going to label this one CPU mining test video. If I spelt it all right, it doesn't matter at this point because I won't be using it. Create new receiving address, and this is our address we're going to use. So again, this is on a node box, so I would copy this, and then I would send this to me in an email, and then I'd put it on my main PC or in my notepad where I have all my crypto wallets and stuff together. That way they're all kind of together, and then you can add it and copy it into HiveOS and the miner pool dashboard and so on. So this is now your wallet address that you'd be utilizing right here, or simply hit the copy address button, hit the OK. So that's how you set up your wallet. Now, if you're familiar with all these core wallets, we kind of went through it. You're probably like, where's the seed phrase? How do I back it up if I lose my wallet? And this is where making this data directory makes things nice and easy. So if I come into the data here and I go into test video, which was that wallet we made, here is the wallet.dat file. This is your backup. This is what the file you're going to need to restore your wallets if you go to a different PC or your PC crashes or something. So this is why, like Raptorium and, you know, any coin that's based on a core wallet using a Qt wallet, they're all named wallet.dat. That's why you name everything specifically so you don't mix them up. Then you throw all these on a USB drive or something, then smash that into a safe. Those are your backup files, just like you normally would with a seed phrase. So you got to make sure you know where this is, and that's why this data folder here makes things nice and easy that I set up there. And here is my actual wallet, which is fully synced on the node that I'm actually going to be using. I don't have very many coins, only about 2.37, which was mining for like, I don't even know, 3 hours or something on 2 CPUs at the time for just testing this out a little bit. All right, so now we have our wallet and everything here. We're going to have to set up our flight sheet, and you can see the rigs are on. I'm having a little issue with this 3950X. That's normal when it's been off for a while. As we can see, it's been off for over 23 days, which is the longest I've ever had any of my CPU mining rigs off for, which is crazy. I'll get it fixed, no problem. But today, I just want to get you set up here. So we're going to come into here. The first thing you do want to do is go into your wallets here, add in your wallets. We're going to add our wallet right here. Coin and ticker, it's not in by default, so you can just put in Shaicoin or whatever. Create Shaicoin, enter your address in here. So you just paste your wallet address in here, and then you're going to name it whatever you want, like Node Wallet, or if this is the exchange, I'd not recommend it to mine to an exchange, but then you'd put, you know, Exchange Wallet or something like that, so you know what wallet it is. So once you're done with that, hit the create button. Next, we're going to go into our flight sheet. So I'm just going to bring up the flight sheet I have just to show you what everything is looking like. So here is the new version, as there's a new wrapper for this, thanks to Viper Labs and Itopia there, which I always butcher his name. But here we can see you're going to put this in right here. So this is the link you're going to want to paste in for the install URL. So you paste that in right there. I will have all these links obviously down in the description. If you're not sure what link that is, here is to Viper's downloading stuff for all his wrappers and other things he does have. But here you can see ShaiPot 0.0.0.1.5.tar.gz. Simply right click on that and copy link address. So now once you get that, you're going to come back into here. You're going to put in your wallet.worker name. You don't really need that. I don't think it does anything. Worker names, I don't think works. This is just there because you do need something. Here's the pool address that you're going to need for the public pool. So WSS:// pool.shaicoin.org. So that's what you got to put in for the pool URL here. I don't think it really does anything, but you do need a pool URL or it's going to say your flight sheet is wrong. Now the extra config arguments is where everything's going to take effect. So here you can see -- address, and here I just copied over my wallet from that way it'll pull the wallet that you did make, or you can simply paste your address in there if that's what you want to do as well. But I'm using HiveOS to pull the wallet that we did create earlier. Then we go to space here and we go -- pool space, and here's the exact same thing we have up here, which is WSS:/ pool.shaicoin.org, and then we have another space. Now we have -- VDF time space 1.5. Make sure you do have that in and then apply those changes. I'm going to update mine there because I was updating my miner there. And now all we got to do is pretty much run this into a worker. So we're going to pick a worker. I'm going to go with the 3900X. Now you may run into an issue the first time you run it, which is what I want to check here, because you might have to manually update some libraries. So now I'm just going to send this to the moon, and we're going to see once it downloads and everything if I need to update my libraries on this rig. Some rigs might already have it, some won't, depending on the version of Hive you have. I am on HiveOS beta version, but I don't think I'm on the absolute latest. So now I'm just going to log in here. Then I'm going to go into my miner, and I'm just going to wait for it to download and see if it begins mining. So actually it looks like this one worked just fine. Everything did run and we are hashing away. I did not get any errors. I was hoping I'd get an error. So I'm going to go through some other rigs and see if I get that error or not, just to show you what may happen. All right, so I tried it on my 9950X, and as you can see, I am getting that issue. So it's funny because I just turned on the 3900X. They were all on the same HiveOS version, but the 3000 series didn't have the issue. But I did notice a couple days ago when I tried on the 7000 series, it was getting this issue. So maybe it's an architecture thing. Again, I have no idea. But how do you fix this? It's pretty simple here. Let's come into my 9950X here, and I'm just going to make sure, yeah, I'm on it. So we're going to SSH into our rig again. We're just going to log in like so, and now we're going to paste this command in right here. So I'm going to go paste and enter that, and it's going to update all our libraries here, as you can see. And I want to say thanks to Weed Farm for pointing this command out for me, and also there's more people that pointed this out to me as well, that, you know, thanks a lot as well. I think Tactical did point this out beforehand with a much longer one to update more ones, but the one I did use was from Weed Farm Mining. So thanks to Weed Farm for pointing this one out. So now that we have that all done here, let's see if our miner now works. And I didn't even have to stop the miner and restart it. It automatically just took off for our 9950X. So that is the fix there. It's using all the workers here, or threads in this case, at 32. So now you pretty much go through all your rigs and get them all up and running. So the fast way to do that would be to come into here, simply hit this all button. I'm going to get rid of the GPU rigs here, get rid of this one right here, and then I'm going to come into select flight sheet, And now I'm just going to find Shaicoin or Shaicoin, however it's pronounced here, if I can find it. Oh no, where is it? It's lost in the pile of coins that I have here. Oh, Shai, right here. So there we have Shai node. This one's running on 2 rigs. I'm just going to apply that. It's going to apply that flight sheet to every single one of my rigs. Then I'll see which ones have hash, which ones don't, and which ones I do got to update or not. So here we can see Shai here is running at 54 hashes, and it looks like a 3900X is doing about 35. And it looks like I have 3 rigs which may need to get that command put into them. And we should start getting hash rate on all the rigs. So there we have the dual epic is now at 278 hashes. Remember, we're in hashes, not in kilohashes. Everything is running now. So there we go. Quick, simple fix here. I do have one here that's not showing hash rate. So I might have to see what's happening with this situation. Looks like it was just switching some jobs or something, but the hash rate is coming back. Just do another quick refresh. Yeah, we're all good. So it looks like everything is up and running. Everything's good right now. So now we got to check our hash rate and make sure we are detected at that community type of pool here. So now we're going to find the pool address here. All right, so here is the dashboard of the pool. We're just going to paste our address in there, hit the search button, and we can see miner hash rate. We're sitting about 2.6 kilohash right now, or 2,602 hashes. Let it fluctuate for a little while and it'll kind of slow down. You might see higher hash rate than what you should be getting early on. Like I think my 7950X, which does about 50 hashes, it was showing like 150 at first. So we'll take some time to kind of fluctuate on that based on the difficulty and everything. But we can see current rewards. It's estimating we should get a little bit here, but that is how you get up and running to Shaicoin, to their community pool. Now, where can you buy and sell Shaicoin? So Shaicoin is available at non-KYC in both a USDT pair as well as a BTC pair. And as we can see on the USDT side of things, it's been seeing some nice price gain over the past little bit here. I'm not sure when it was initially listed. I guess right here it's saying the 24th. So 2 days ago, it's only been listed for 2 days and it's shot up to almost $1 here. So could it continue going up? Is it going to drop? You know, that part's obviously all up in the air, but right now it is looking like decent profitability. Let's have a quick look at that actual profitability. So coming into Shaicoin right now, it's currently at about 98 cents. It's paying only about $7,359 per 24 hours. The network hash rate went from like 20 kilohash upwards to 200 kilohash in the past day and a half. A single 3900X at 35 hashes is currently making about $1.28 before any type of power cost. And we have the 7950X coming in here at about $1.83. And then just quickly looking 273, what the dual epic is. So 273 hashes is about $10 a day. So we're seeing some decent profit here happening across this coin, at least until that hash rate really starts picking up, which is probably where you guys are all going to come in and flood this coin. All right, so that's how you get up and running the next Bitcoin. I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's the next Bitcoin, but a nice new spec mineable coin is available here. You know, we got the honeybee hives happening. Now, there is a Windows version that just released about 6 hours ago, but it's fully Chinese here, as we can see. I don't really know what it says. I don't want to put this on my workstation right now. I might try it in something else later on to see if it works, because who knows if it has a keylog or anything like that. This thing is way too new to know if anything's going on. But I will have this link down as well if it's something you want to try. But remember, be careful, because you don't know if something is hidden in it or something. So be very careful on that aspect. But moving into this, yeah, it's looking like we have a new spec mineable coin that's currently available. It's going to be hard to see how long it remains profitable, how long it's going to last and stuff. But this does sound like it's pretty much Bitcoin rebuilt and made on Rust and stuff. So updating, you know, the infrastructure of the code base that is used and so on. So it does sound very interesting, but again, time will tell how well this does, but hopefully this did help you get up and running for mining Shaicoin for yourself. Let me know down in the comment section if you've heard about this coin or if you have been mining it. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.